r/AskReddit. Gamers, what's something lots of video games do that annoys you? Making me repeat an easy but tedious part over and over, just to get to the hard parts to try again. Throw an unreasonable amount of worthless loot at you because gamers love loot, while also giving you a highly restrictive bag size or weight limit. Borderlands. NPC. Level 15 character. If you do this quest I'll give you this mighty weapon that I killed 10 blue orcs to get. NPC. 3 hours later. Thanks now LV 17 character. Here is this ridiculously underpowered LV9 weapon. May it bring you good fortune. Witcher 3. I had to be like level 25 to do the Master Blacksmith quest. And when I finally complete it after running all over the city for this diff, fighting enemies way over my level by playing like a total bitch, he gives me a master crafted level 17 useless piece of hit. Yeah. The real reward is in being able to craft gear that requires a master. And since it's such an open world game I always found I had the plans for gear well above my level. When increasing difficulty just means enemies take less damage and you take more damage, no change in RE skill. I'm looking at you Elder Scrolls. See also. 5 headshots with a sniper rifle doesn't kill an enemy soldier. Edit. Spelling. And yes. Making more intelligent RE is probably a lot of work. I'm no game dev, but you have to throw us something. That's something I'm wondering about with the Uncharted series where guys get hit with a machine gun 4 or 5 times and never even stagger. What are you shooting them with? A paintball gun? Duck that. Paintball guns make you stagger. A forced on multiplayer or single player component that's only there because it was on the checklist. Or something like Hitman was doing before the patch where it was straight up single player with a leaderboard that you needed to constantly stay connected to servers for. Tomb Raider 2. Just what this exploration survival adventure game needs. A FPS team deathmatch mode. Edit. Sorry. Third person shooter. When you have a companion and they block a door and they won't move. Looking at you dog meat. Don't call Lydia mean names. She's sworn to carry my burdens. Insurmountable waist-high fences. Or little baby trees. Or knee-high ledges. Or small cracked rocks geodudes. Driving games where street signs or small shrubs have the properties of a 50-ton concrete block. Edit. The original dirt is where I experience this the most. Or where only some of the environment is destructible. Too many GTA games where you can plow through fire hydrants like they're nothing but grow all their hedges out of adamantium. Yo, I really ducking hate the hedges. Have hitty menus. It's gotten worse since like 2010. I don't know how people screw up something so simple. But they manage. Hello. Reach was the best one I've ever seen and nothing since then has rivaled it. Console menus on PC. Seriously Skyrim. A list of white text on a black background that doesn't even fill 1/3 of my screen height. Duck that. Edit. Being able to mod the damn thing doesn't excuse lazy design. We're sending a chopper to pick you up. RPG hits helicopter. Every goddamn time. Ever realize how many concussions you get in Call of Duty storylines? Like, in all of them. Every ending of every level is you getting knocked out. And the beginning of every new level is you waking up. Every COD character pre-BO1 was a mute narcoleptic. Now we're talking narcoleptics. The Ais rules are not the same as my rules. I hate cheating Ais. When they remastered Age of Empires 2 they fixed the RE cheat. The RE actually got a lot harder but they no longer cheat. Edit. The RE on the harder difficulties used to cheat by gaining additional resources. They'd periodically get more wood, food, gold, etc. Civ player? Unskippable cutscene before a difficult boss. I don't want to watch it again. It's fine if you have to watch the cutscene the first time. But if you die, you should be able to skip it. That's perfectly fair to me. Conker's Bad Fur Day did that, if I recall correctly. Really obvious, make a decision now. Points. I like the decision making to feel like part of playing the game. The worst offender for me was Star Wars The Force Unleashed. It promised alternative endings which turned out to mean a single decision made right at the end which gives you one of 2 alternative cutscenes. Share this to your Facebook. Yeah, because everyone's probably dying to know about my virtual accomplishment. They'd probably just be like, hey, this guy's on level 200 on Candy Crush. Damn. He really needs a life. Excessive grinding. Especially when there's very little variance in mobs, dungeons, scenery, animations, quests, etc. Excessive grinding is okay in skating simulators though. We want Skate 4. Invisible walls. At least put up some rocks or crates or something. Not this immersion breaking force field hit. Our Resident Evil. The special forces cops that couldn't jump over knee-high barriers. You're the most badass elite soldier known to all humanity, but you touch a body of water with your shoe and it's instant death. You're the most badass elite soldier known to all humanity, but you touch a body of water with your shoe and it's instant death. You're the most badass elite soldier known to all humanity, and everyone acts like you're just another nobody. UHH. I kill dragons with my voice. I'm the Archmage of the Wizard School. I've helped conquer this country for one faction or the other. I'm the leader of the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood. Let's keep those ones between us. And I can kill you and everyone you've ever met and go back to eating my sandwich. I've murdered more people than the plague. I'm the Thane of this and every other city. I'm holding a sword I've enchanted so much I can cut the earth in half. I can change the ducking weather. I can rain death down upon you with a thought. Don't act like you're not impressed. So you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed? When you have to follow an AI character in a game and if you get too close they see you instantly and if you are too far away you lose them. Assassin's Creed is particularly infuriating for this. Or the 30-second time limits to see them again despite them being visible on my camera. Forced tutorials for the first hour. I like the games that have the subtle hints in the beginning that disappear as soon as you've shown that you get it. George Fan. He made Plants vs. Zombies, has a really neat lecture on how to do a tutorial. It's pretty neat and makes you appreciate games that blend the tutorial so well you can't tell you're in a tutorial. RPGs are my favorite genre of video game. But I'm sick of choice as a mechanic as it exists now. Your choices are almost always be a saint and forgive the most evil Methodica who has ever lived, or be the most evil person ever and punch a baby in the face. It's almost always incredibly obvious what the results of your choices are going to be before you make them. Worse, developers have tied skills and abilities your character can use to the choices you make. So if you choose not to rescue Timmy who fell down a well, good luck unlocking the next good guy power. I understand that coding more complex choices is prohibitive in terms of effort by the developers. But come on. At this point, I find the straightforward nature of old school Final Fantasy games refreshing. Even better, a choice between being saintly and self-sacrificing, or being selfish and mean. And being saintly and self-sacrificing gives you a better reward. There's no point in choosing the bad option. And choosing good is completely hollow because you're not giving up anything. So even a player who doesn't care and just wants the best stuff is going to pick it as well. Ugh. Yes. Even if it's just do good thing and potentially get rewarded versus don't do good thing, it's already enough to annoy me. At least give me some real incentive to not be the holiest Methodica who ever walked the earth. Playing an online game in Australia when there's no Oceania server. Oh man, I feel your pain. Our internet is bad enough as is. Let alone when they make us play on 500 plus ping. Escort missions. To add on, escort missions where the person you are protecting likes to wander ahead of you while you try and clear enemies. You need to keep me alive. So I'm gonna spice it up and make your job as difficult and infuriating as possible. Dies. Recycled game elements as the story progresses. Wait. Haven't I seen this level before? Funny. Those baddies look and fight a lot like X-enemy from X level. Also, overpowered enemies that should realistically be weak as hit. I'm tired of spending a game tracking down an informant only to find that he is 3x harder to kill than his army of trained hitmen. You'd hate gaming in the 80s. You know. Back when a palette swap meant a completely different guy. To be fair, I think that was necessitated by hardware limitations. That's why Scorpion and Sub-Zero are palette swaps. Thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe to RedditQueen for the best daily content.